What's the deal, man? It's the boy McClain at Dwayne McClain TV. Back again with another video, man. I apologize for the absence. Had to take care of some stuff. But yeah, man, let's get on into it, man. Today's video is going to be about this UFO alien downtown Miami thing. They said it was a bunch of teenagers. And I'm going to try to make sure I get the footage in this of the incident, miles and miles of long cop cars. And then the newsy report out that they saw an alien. Oh, man. They're trying to set the stage up for this alien stuff, you know. Cat Wills just recently went viral, and I'll be doing a video on him later. He was talking about, well, Shannon Sharp was talking about how he is third viral podcast. So the first one was Joe Rogan and this dude named Bill Lazar. I think I said his name right. And that's the number one podcast for a dude talking about UFO sightings. So this dude here talking about UFO sightings somehow went viral in the algorithm. Turn that on, AC on. Hot. Cooking in here. So roll the window down. So they're trying to set the world stage for this alien stuff, man. Tell y'all something, man. Aliens don't care about being here, bro. Aliens don't care about nothing. Aliens ain't thinking about humans. Aliens do not care about human life, okay? That footage that they showed of that alien walking around, some type of 10-foot alien, that right there is not real. It's not real. It's a fake image. Here's my thing. If there is 1,100 people out there, all these people with cameras and stuff, why we got a clear image of it? So when the George Floyd situation happened, there's a clear image of that right there with the camera. When we get this 10-foot alien, we don't have no clear image of it. Why is that? Why don't we have any HD image? You know, why every time we see these UFO sightings, always a very blurry image? Because it's not real, man. What was that alien doing down there? So they got these, y'all mean to tell me these aliens are just who are way more smarter than us, been around thousands of years, longer than us. Why would they just pop up out of nowhere in Miami, the populated city, and not have it, you know, be ahead of time? You basically have the technology to keep up with it. If anything, if you want to go way left, it was something that escaped from a lab. So they probably got something in the lab, and I'm pretty sure they have this everywhere in the United States. There's like some type of, you know, somebody there or somebody in a lab or something like that is working on stuff, you know, as far as making chupacabras or something in the lab. I'm sure if that was the case, meaning there was a 10-foot being or something down there in Miami, and it got caught on camera, something that escaped from a lab. But is it advanced aliens? No. Advanced aliens do not care about human society. That's why they moved away and left us here to destroy ourselves. Also, there's another theory out there that there's an advanced alien society who wants to see us crash and burn. So they're the ones who leading everything for us to pretty much perish. And those are considered the grays or the whites. It's just a bunch of theories. My advice to everyone else is cut the TV off. Don't mind it. Don't get into the hype. I don't want the game to reset, but they're trying to reset the game. The game is to get us to work. This entire thing we're in right now, internet, life, lights, working, paying taxes. We're pretty much playing Monopoly every day, capitalism every day, trying to get up and work and make it in America. And I kind of like playing the game, not gonna lie to you. At least I really want to see my kids grow up and be healthy. I really don't want the game to reset to where we got to go to this post-apocalyptic era where we're doing a bunch of bad things to each other because we're out of resources. And then they also want to get this enough alien talk going to where they can stage an event. You with your own two eyes, you're never going to see an alien in person. And if you have seen one in person, I'm pretty sure everybody hasn't had a few UFO sightings. We've not seen the sky do a bunch of crazy stuff. I'm not going to toss that out there. I've seen the sky do a bunch of crazy stuff. It happens, man. This is what we're in. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as you seeing the alien in the flesh walking up to you, you're not going to see that unless you're on LSD, to where you got to be able to see them in another frequency, because they are actually probably right there in front of you. You just are not on the same frequency they're on, so you're not going to be able to see them. And down here in the physical world, they're not going to run like that. So you probably have to be on LSD, DMT, or you're going to have to either be asleep to see them. Now, we're never going to see an alien in person. So when the alien invasion does happen and they lock the world down again, because they do want to lock the world down again because it's all about control and they want to control the world. This is the main game plan. Because sooner or later, the game's going to reset on its own. When the game resets on its own, that's when the day we all wake up and stop paying taxes and stop going to work. The day every human being in America says, hey, I'm not going to go to work. I want it to be my way. And all the towns start colliding and it just goes into destruction on itself or self-destruction. That's when the game is going to reset. But until then, they're going to try to drag us out as long as possible. Alien invasions, viruses, anything to keep us in fear, to keep us locked up, to keep us giving up our rights, keep us controlled. That's pretty much what's going on with it. That's pretty much what it is. So another thing about that whole entire situation with the cops. So this is how the cops work. A lot of the cops are part of a brotherhood. So they probably got a word out that, hey, be here on this day on this event. And they flooded it out for a look. I'm pretty sure those guys parked their car, turned the lights on, and just hung out and talked to each other. You know what I'm saying? Why all those cops are there? It's for the look. It's to cause fear and panic. You know, you're going to have the average person watching it. Some might be a little kid out there really worried about seeing an alien. You know, you're never going to see one. This is all about keeping us distracted, one, so we don't wake up and reset the game. If we wake up and reset the game to where we're waking up thinking about, say we woke up this morning and we was thinking about UFOs, was thinking about work. We woke up this morning and thought about, why am I paying taxes? Why am I working? Why is everything so expensive? What is the government doing with our money? Let me tell my neighbor and let's get everybody on the real stuff. But as long as we're waking up talking about UFOs, WWE, the celebrities, they got us. They got us. They got us. You know, you wake up and you're thinking about having relations and just going, they got you. As long as you're playing the game. The day we wake up and say we're over this stuff, there's not about to be no World War III no time soon. That's fear mongering. The world is too soft right now to do anything like a war. So y'all can delete that out your head. A war is never going to happen. And who am I? I'm just shooting out the guess. I'm a guy who does a lot of thinking. It's not about to be no alien invasion no time soon, but they want to set the stage for it. Get the people talking about it, saying, oh, what is it? Then they're trying to prepare for a blackout. So the next thing they want to do is have a nationwide blackout for a couple months. That's going to be bad. I really don't want that to happen, but that's that. You got to pay attention to the signs, man. So I would say let's start getting generators. We really start getting close to our neighbors. I'm talking about like our neighbors are our neighborhood. Like, speak to the people speak to the people who's to the left of you, to the right of you. Get to know your neighborhood. We need to come up with factions in our neighborhood, become unity in our neighborhoods, and get our families back together. Once our families get connected again, the neighbors are getting connected again. If a blackout happens, we're going to stick together to last those months. Going through it by yourself, you're going to end up getting government assistance. That's what's going to end up happening. But yeah, man, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about that, man. There ain't no 10-foot alien walking down there. That's CGI. That is AI. That is not nothing real. Don't be sitting here scared thinking, oh, man, it's the Greys, it's the alien. Nah, man, none of that's going to happen. You're good, you're fine. If it is an alien, they're not thinking about you, man. They're advanced creatures that's been around for thousands of years, longer than us. And they are not about to be out in the open. And that's what they do not care about, taking human life, because they are already here doing it. Go watch this joke by Dave Chappelle called the Space JEWS's Space Juliet Echo Whiskey Sierra. Space ooze. That's what he calls it. There's secretly a entity on this planet now that controls all the money and slowly destroying the planet. And every time we watch an alien movie, it says an alien is going to invade the earth and take over and destroy stuff. What group of people on this planet is doing that now as we speak? They own all the banks and all the money. They're doing it right now as we speak. I'm gonna let y'all think about that. It's your boy doing McClain TV, man. Y'all be blessed, y'all be safe. I'm out. What was in my hair the whole time, man?